Welcome. Welcome. Walk. Welcome to the Rumble. We got. That's my horrible. Welcome to the Rumble. I'm trying to horrible Axl Rose, Axel Foley. Anyone know who Axel Foley is? Oh, hello everyone. Tom, aka Nostra Thomas. I am the bombus. I'm feeling a little kind of chipper. Woke up at 4 a.m. to go pee pee. I have this bad habit of drinking 1 to 2 LaCroix before I go to bed because I don't know. It's kind of like a comfort, but I end up being a little thirsty. So a lot of times, I might wake up 1 or 2 times in the middle of the night and go pee pee. I woke up at 4 a.m., got myself a gun, was on a bus, flipped 17 times, and I went to go pee. Normally, I would stay awake, right? I plopped back down, somehow managed to fall back asleep, and woke up at 5:43, aka late AF. That was about 45 minutes ago. Took a shower, all that stuff. It'll be a little bit short today. I will have to cut it a little bit short today. I have a doctor's appointment. A ding a ding. Ding 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 ding. Ding 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 ding. What's going on crypto and stock market's not dull. Bitcoin's been pretty dull. Never short. They always say never short a dull market. I don't know. I don't know if that rings true. A couple of days ago, the stock market was pretty dull, and you could have shorted the shit out of it. Hopefully there's a lot of Rumble. Hopefully Rumble's streaming. Rumble's my new jam. F YouTube. I get a lot of love over at Rumble. We get people commenting. It allows live commenting though, which is really cool. On YouTube, you can't comment. You can't comment right now. You have to wait till the stream's over. I'm getting new followers. We jumped up like 5 followers in one day over on Rumble. That was exciting AF. I'm more excited about Rumble with my 27 followers than I am with YouTube with my 11 now. I pissed someone off yesterday. We lost another prescriber. Anyone? Public, 0 people in the house on YouTube. I don't even know why I bothered getting on the mic today. So disappointing. You know what time I start? Are you telling me you don't want to hear about the stock market? It's your loss. Oh, I see 2 people in the house now. It's your freaking loss. My stock market alpha is some of the best stock market alpha in all of YouTube, all of social media. Soon to be whammied by the Restrict Act. We talked about that the other day. Anyway. Anyway, I was giddy a second ago. Now I'm pretty meh. I'm a little meh. Let's see. Never short of 1 person. It looks like only 1 person's watching me on Rumble right now. That's a little sad. It's probably me too. Let's pop out some chats. Ugh. Let's pop out some chats. Hopefully we get some people in the Rumble talking today. Welcome to the Rumble. We got fun and games. I know. Terrible Axel. Terrible Axl Rose. Every rose has a thorn. That's a different. Or every rose has a. That's a different group. Who sings that? Poison? I don't remember. Were they like a one-hit wonder, whoever sang that song? Typically, I go like, yeah, this makes more sense to go like this. Put Rumble. Rumble's at the top. We're putting Rumble at the top because they're my top peeps. They're my jam, as the cool kids would say. Rumble's my jam. F YouTube. That's the title. Rumble sucks. I mean, Rumble's the best. YouTube sucks. That's my title tomorrow. Yesterday, little head-to-head action. Let's see. My video, man, great. Are you kidding? Well, people on YouTube probably got pissed because I broke it into 3 videos. For Rumble, by the way. I only had like 11 views at one point, which is kind of saddened me a little. Oh, it's up to 15. These people just watched it and they're like, F this. I'm not going to go watch the long one. But this one, before that, 31, 34. Those are some respectable numbers. 64. Why did this one get 64? I wonder people want to hear about Cardano or AI. This one got 80. Bitcoin, Capo. People want to hear about Capo. Maybe I should have done. I got Capo in the thumbnail today. Maybe I should add Capo to the title. Let's see. Let's edit this bitch. I see Koska in the house. Hey, how you doing? Capo. We're gonna add Capo to the title. That'll add a couple views. If you're here to hear about Capo, we follow Capo. We love Capo over here. We respect the hell out of Capo. We think he's a little misguided as of late. I personally think the Bitcoin bottom's probably in. Even if it's not, he could have longed it at 15,000. I mean, if his target's 12,000 and it got to 15,000, no one out there is going to nail the top and the bottom consistently, let alone every time. So even if you bought at 15K, you're going to be doing pretty good. My understanding is Capo believes in Bitcoin, right? He believes Bitcoin will go back to all-time highs and probably in a bull market. So 15K Bitcoin, like, he's a pure trader though. I don't know. Like, being a pure trader can bite you in the ass, right? I'm more of a buy it when there's blood in the streets. Buy it when people are panicking. I've been buying the shit out of it. Now I'm starting to I'm not as eager to spend extra money to go buy Bitcoin or crypto. I still want to buy, but I'm not as eager, right? Bitcoin, it can go to 40. It can pull back to 20. I don't think it's going below 19K again. It's my personal, unless there's some crazy shit to happen, like Russia sends nukes, or I was listening to a good YouTube space on that. I don't think that's happening. Finland's joining NATO, all kinds of shit's happening, right? People are talking about the demise of the US dollar. Let me explain something to you. The US dollar is under attack, but it's because they're desperate. China's desperate. Russia's desperate. They're effed, right? They're trying to, and it's probably going to fail. The US dollar is probably not going to fail, in my opinion. I can be wrong. Guess what? Most of my money's in Bitcoin and Ethereum. I'm not a Bitcoin maxi. No, I don't have a problem with Bitcoin maxis. They're going to be right to a certain degree. You can put all your money in Bitcoin, be a Bitcoin maxi, and you're probably going to do pretty well. At least for the next 10 to 20 years, Bitcoin, you're probably going to do really well. If you can handle the ups and downs. Most people can't. Koska's asking if I'm changing stream times. I don't know. I had this discussion with you a couple weeks ago. March 13th, around there. We had daylight savings over here. The stream time has changed for you, maybe. Stream time's the same for me. 6:30 a.m. PST. Be there or you're in FM Square every freaking day. Oh, except Saturday and Sunday. I know it's hard for you to keep up over there with all that alcohol you drink. I see 5 people in the house on YouTube, 0 likes. Shame. For shame. Let's see if we got 3 people in Rumble now. Any likes over there yet? Usually they lead the charge. All right. Let's look at the stock market really quick. Okay, really quick. There's money to be made over here. If you're here for the crypto, there's money to be made. You know, in the Bitcoin bull market, I'm gonna be looking to sell for some profits, and then we'll probably move some money back. I mean, I just in the era right now, but I'll be looking to move some money back. Plus, Tastyworks has crypto, right? And eventually, they're gonna have self custody. They have. Let's take a look, and they're a great platform. Great. Fan-tastic platform. Your crypto trades depends on how much you're buying, but it's $10 to buy, $10 to sell. So it doesn't take much for you to save a shitload of money in fees. If you're buying a few $1,000s plus to $20,000 to $100,000 of Bitcoin, you're gonna save a lot of freaking money on Tastyworks. If you're buying $100 of Bitcoin, you're probably better off buying it on Binance and only paying like $3 in fees. I got a burp. I muted that this time because I know Casca's in the house. Last couple of days, we just been letting her rip. I left a comment on your Rumble video. Gonna try and build some. Hell yeah, with those Trumpers. Yeah, it does seem a little bit more conspiracy theory over on Rumble, but I love Rumble. I can't. You know what? I want Rumble to be my preferred home. I really do. They don't shadow ban me. I can be myself. Say whatever. Just like Teddy K, I'll splash the pot whenever the fuck I want. I know that was a terrible Russian Teddy KGB. Let's see, 4 likes, 363 views, crushing, freaking crushing. And I get comments over here. I get legit comments. I love Rumble. Welcome to the Rumble. Oh, we got fun and games. MAGA crypto champ number 1. You're such a dick. All right. Did I already like that? Looks like I did. No. 2 likes. We'll pin it. We're going to pin Ramakar. All right. I'm not a MAGA people, everyone. Although I was mentioning yesterday that I listened to Trump's speech. It was a little hypnotic. If I'm being honest, I'm not a fan of Trump. I've said that, and I know that cost me prescribers, but I wasn't a fan of Trump before he became president. I'm not a fan of Biden. I'm a middle of the road, lean left, lean, barely, just lean, right? I don't, I like some of the left ideals more than the right. I love the right to bear arms. I'm anti-abortion. I'm for abortion, though I think it's a major problem that I would like better solutions for. I don't think we should be putting a wall up on Mexico. I think there's better ways to handle that situation. Maybe we just invade and take over Mexico, right? Pull a Russia, take them over, break them up into a few states, and start taxing them. I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's an option. And then we just keep on going down. We just become a major empire. We just keep expanding. We go into South America, Brazil. I mean, F Brazil now. They're part of the BRICS nations, right? I used to like Brazil. What the F are they doing? Like, why are they against us? India? I thought we were cool with India. What the F, India? South Africa? Are you kidding me? I thought we were good with South Africa. Why are all these assholes fighting us now? Are they our enemy? Aren't France? Wait, who is it? France or Japan did some shit? Like they bought some, I think Japan bought some oil from Russia or some shit, which is weird because doesn't Japan and China hate each other? In China? I don't know. It's a weird geopolitical world right now. Anyway, E-mini S&P down 17, NASDAQ down 110. Down goes Fraser. Silver on an absolute tear at $24.80. Why didn't someone tell me to long silver at $19, $20? That shit is a flight to safety. Silver and gold. There is a flight to safety, folks. And the good news is Bitcoin looks like it's a flight to safety. Don't listen to any of this it's a hedge against inflation bullshit. It's been a hedge against inflation just because it's gone up so much. But that's one. If anyone is on YouTube spouting the same old garbage that they used to spout in 2020, Bitcoin's wait, how do I'm trying to imitate Trezor ass, but it's hard because I haven't watched him in a while. But anyone that says Bitcoin's a hedge against inflation, just roll your eyes. Give them a thumbs down. Bitcoin is becoming a flight to safety. Bitcoin is a store of value. Bitcoin is very supply and demand driven. The supply is going up, the demand is going down, and it gets halved every 4 years. It's easily portable, easily securable. It's one of the greatest assets on the planet. That's all you need to know. That's all there is to Bitcoin. Bitcoin maxis, if you want to be a Bitcoin maxi, go ahead, right? Again, you're going to do really well. Now, I think you can be better if you added a big bag of Ethereum to your bag. And if you're going to be an Ethereum maxi, you're going to do really well. You'll probably do better than the Bitcoin maxis. Probably. But if you want a little diversity, you become a Bitcoin and Ethereum maxi. That's what I borderline am. Now, I'm not 100% Bitcoin and Ethereum maxi. I obviously think there's going to be a lot of great cryptos. A lot of great layer ones, a lot of great layer twos, a lot of great layer threes, a lot of great D apps, app chains, all this. There's going to be a lot of them. You know, hundreds, possibly thousands to thousands. Right now, we have tens and tens of thousands, and most of them are scams and garbage. It's probably very akin to the dot-com bubble, when everyone had a dot-com name and was worth a lot of money. All you had to do was go register a .com name that sounded like you can put up a storefront like dogpooperscooper.com, and you immediately spend like $100, $200. I don't know how much it used to cost to register, and you were immediately, someone would buy it for like a couple $1,000,000, or you'd have like these, and some of them would become, I don't know, like, how hard was it to become a unicorn back then? Sexist burp out loud. Yeah. Why are you bringing up all these issues? We all know what you want. We all know what you want. What do I want? More Bitcoins? Oh my goodness, let me think about this. You're saying that all wrong. You're using the wrong tone. We could all use a little more Bitcoins. That was my terrible Christopher Walken imitation. You're saying that all wrong. You're using the wrong tone. We could all use a little bit more Bitcoin. What do I want, Ricky? Oh, sound the alarms. Chill Baggins in the house. How you doing, brother? Jason in the house. Should we be concerned about our crypto being hacked with potentially? I don't think we're at any risk yet. But it's definitely something to keep an eye on. Charles Haskinson discussed that and what it would take for AI. I kind of forgot what he said, but we definitely need to keep our eye on that. I mean, Charles at least will be smart enough to probably stay on top of that. I don't know. It is concerning, but at the same time, fuck, bro, I don't know. Like, I'm more worried about AI becoming sentient and killing us. There was a really good Lex Friedman podcast with some guy that was grotesquely out of shape wearing a hat similar to this. See that black hat? One of those like black hats, you know, you do that thing where you could flip it and all that shit right there. He was wearing one of those hats. Pretty smart bro. I forget who it was. I listened to almost the whole thing. He's very fearful of AI rising and snuffing us out. You were talking ambitions like abortion, but you're a single issue. Kinda. I'm not really a single issue voter, but I'm going to be heavily persuaded if you're pro crypto. Stranger in the house. How you doing, brother? You don't trust Lex Friedman? He's one of the greatest human beings on the planet. I don't understand how can anyone can be anti-Lex Friedman. That's weird. Dude, okay. I'm going to give you a second to apologize. But if you mean that comment, just go ahead and unsubscribe and leave the channel for good. Okay? Like, if this is your true belief, you need to keep that shit to yourself, and I don't want to hear it. Okay? You understand? That is... Yeah, I guess, stranger. I don't want to hear that kind of fucking talk over here, bro. Okay? And if that puts us at odds, get the fuck out, bro. I mean, Jesus Christ. All right. Now I'm fucking fuming right now, people. I don't know what to do. Do we just ban Stranger right now? I mean, he's probably already gone. We can't tolerate this. We can't. All right. All right. Let's. God damn, man. What is wrong with people? All right. Fuck. I am derailed right now. All right. Let's get. And I like Stranger, man. That's sad. That really does sadden me. It really does sadden me that people have such disdain like that. What would possess someone to put that in a chat? That was. No, we're not going to tolerate that type of racism and hate. I don't even fucking care if it was a joke. There's no making jokes like that. I love all. Oh, I was muted. God, I'm still a little frustrated, everyone. I really like Stranger, or I thought I did, but you don't. No, I'm sorry. I don't have any problem with any race, religion, any of that shit. I have a problem with the person, right? So if you're a racist, I have a problem with you. If you're black, I don't have a problem with you. If you're a Jew, I don't have a problem with you. If you're an extremist, whatever religion, and you think your God's telling you to go kill people, if you're extremist, then I have a problem with you, right? It's not because you get my point, right? So everyone's welcome until they're not, and you make a racist comment, you're not welcome. I don't understand if that was joking. Even if it was joking, that's not a tolerable, we're gonna let it slide joke. It's really not. So, and if you're hardcore, and I love my Rumble people, but if you're on Rumble because you're a racist, this is not the channel to be on. I'm not gonna sit. If he's Jewish and joking, then obviously I wouldn't have a problem with it. but I wouldn't have a problem with it. But at the same time, that's still that's just too much of a gray area. So that's the only way I would allow Stranger back in the channel, right? If he's Jewish and joking, that's cool, but that's not the kind of joke you can make in a chat, right? Unless your name is like, I'm a Jew. And even that would be borderline like, is he just being racist? Or it's not really, is that being racist? Yeah, I mean, Jewish is a people, right? What if strangers, Lex Friedman would never make that joke. Lex Friedman is one of the greatest human beings on the planet. I didn't even really, like, obviously I knew he was Jewish, but I don't look at Lex Friedman and say, man, that's a smart Jew, right? I just look at Lex Friedman and say, he's a great American. I love Lex Friedman. I found out 2 days ago that the guy that plays Rory, Rory on Ted Lasso? I can't think of his name. I mean, I found out he's probably Jewish because his last name's Goldstein, right? That kind of surprised me, but not really. And then what really surprised me is he's one of the comedy writers on Ted Lasso and one of the co-creators and writers on Shrinking, which is a really good show. I don't know why we're on this Jewish. I don't want, if I say the word Jew, is that a cancel me type thing? I guess it's in the, oh, excuse me. I had an Always Sunny episode about this. It's all about how you say the word Jew. But I love my Jewish brothers and sisters. In fact, I'm very open to finding a hot. I would convert to Judaism for a very hot. I mean, they got some hot, and there's a stereotype that comes with Jewish women. And I'm down with that stereotype, brothers. I don't understand how you couldn't be a fan of Lex. His podcast, yeah, bricked. Yeah, I'm bricked too. And Lex Friedman is honestly one of the greatest people on. One of the greatest resources on our planet right now. His podcasts are simply the best. You're the best. Fuck, man. Well, stranger. I think he's on Twitter. He's on my Twitter. He's either going to be calling me a Jew lover or he's going to be telling me he's actually Jewish and joking. So, he hasn't sent anything yet. I want to move on. It's going to be tough. It's already derailed the stream. I got to stop early because I got to go to a doctor's appointment. What if he apologizes? Bro, no, apologizing doesn't work because he let his true feelings out. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. If you hate blacks or you hate Jews or you hate Mexicans or you're a white supremacist or you hate them all, you're going to have to keep that to yourself, right? Out of sight, out of mind. You're not going to spread, you know what I'm saying? Like, unfortunately, I give everyone the benefit, and I have to give everyone the benefit of the doubt. But I'm going to tell you right now, if you're one of those people, I'm telling you, I don't want you in the channel. Bye. I don't care, right? Keep it to yourself. And if you're here for the crypto and all that knowledge, good for you. I don't understand why you have so much hate in your heart. I mean, so let's get off this subject, man, because I could talk about this all day and it infuriates me. I cross the line. I definitely I don't cross the line as much as I used to, but I have no problem crossing the line with a joke, especially like one of my good friends at work is half Jewish and we'll be sort of racist frequently, but we know we're joking. And I'm not saying we don't drop N-bombs or anything like that, but it would definitely be like something that could get you in a lot of trouble with HR. But we're obviously like just being satirical or whatever. There is no, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely cross, but that is, I mean, that is borderline too far. He might have been joking, but I mean, that's a lesson you got to learn. You can't say something like that. You really can't in an open forum like that. There, there's like, I've made a lot of dumb decisions. So if he were to apologize, I would definitely let him back. But we are all racist, but don't go too far. Oh, so you're Casca saying, so you're all racist, but no, we're not racist. We just try. There's a different mindset when it comes to racism. For me, it's more like I think I think racism is a very deep issue, and I don't think it's ever going to be solved. It's just in our DNA, right? It's just like a litter of pups are born, and if one looks different, they're gonna, and it's a little bit smaller, it's screwed. It's not, even the mother might. So it's just kind of in the DNA of evolution of how it works. Humans are very tribal. It doesn't even necessarily have to be about race or color, or I guess that's kind of the same thing, not really, but they'll be very tribal, right? It could be just different Irish, and there's Irish communities, there's English communities, there's Polish. It's a very tribal. People like to be with people that are like themselves. So, but at the same time, a lot of this, I'm racist against extremism. So I think a lot of this shit goes too far. And when I make like, I don't make very very off color jokes. I can't even think of some of the things that, and typically I don't say them, but I'll laugh with people I'm very comfortable with that I know aren't racist, right? Like I might say to no, I'm not even going to give you an examples because I can't think of anything offhand, and I don't think I go too far. But I have a sense of humor about it, for sure, right? I think some people take it way too serious, and while I think it's a very serious issue, I don't. You know what I'm saying? I'm also keenly aware again of the fact that it's going to be a hard thing to solve. I don't, unless we're talking about like genetically engineering and modifying it out of people. You know what I mean? Which I guess technically it could kind of be done. Is it nature, nurture? It's a bit of both. It's probably heavily nurture at this point. But I don't, there was a point in my life where I thought racism had gotten a lot better because I grew up in the Midwest and obviously saw quite a bit of it. And then I moved out to California, and people are a lot more accepting of it. While you would still see it, so I thought maybe racism was getting a lot better, but then as of lately, seems as bad as ever. So, it's fine. I'm not a big fan. I don't know what Kanye's problem is. I'm a big fan of his music. I'm not a big fan of Kanye the person. Apparently he likes the Jews again. I forget why. Because of like the kid from Superbad. What's his name? The guy, he was on The Wolf of Wall Street. Noah Jones. What's his name? Jonah Hill. I think he likes the Jews again because he saw a Jonah Hill movie or something. So Kanye's off his rockers, boys and girls. I could kind of understand how Kanye got to where he got. Apparently, he has a lot of Jewish lawyers, and he feels like they've been screwing him. Maybe they were. I mean, that can kind of get you to a point where maybe you hate the Jews. It's for me. Look, I'm not saying Jewish people are perfect. Am I not? Is there a Jewish mafia that might be out there to try and kind of overthrow white people? Maybe. All races and religions have bad apples, right? But I don't have a problem with Jews. I would have a problem with a group of. You guys are getting me in trouble. I've said Jew like 57 times now. YouTube is probably canceling me as we speak. Let's see. Yeah, I did see the Lex Friedman Kanye podcast. He was Lex took it in stride pretty good too. Yeah, move on. I agree. Stranger needs to watch Superbad. Yeah, probably. Yeah, he said a lot of crazy anti-Semitic stuff on Lex Friedman and a few other places. Anyway, now that this now that this has probably got me completely canceled by YouTube and probably hurt my Rumble. We got seven people on Rumble. What say you over on Rumble? If I start losing prescribers on Rumble, I guess that's a sign that there are a bunch of racists over there. I don't think so. Kanye on the Alex show. I think I saw a couple of clips of that. Yeah, he's definitely not all there. And I mean, to be fair, a lot of stars, whether they be musicians or top tier actors, they get a superiority and narcissism complex because they get there's a lot of yes sirs, a lot of yes sir people around you. You know, you start getting powerful. I mean, you can become a pretty, and it's going to affect your brain chemistry, right? So it's probably an overload of chemistry. And I don't know if there's drugs. I'm not saying there's drugs involved with Kanye, but there's definitely drugs involved with a lot of these people. And who knows how that's going to stir that chemistry pot. It's all about how your body chemistry evolves as you age, right? So your chemistry starts creating these synapses and brain formations that could start overpowering you one way or the other. And when you have certain rushes of like, constantly people saying yes sir and yes ma'am to you and giving you everything you want, like that's a lot of reprogramming that happens over time. And you know what I'm saying? Anyway, that's a pretty high level look at it that you probably don't hear most people say. That's just my engineering brain at work. So Rumble is going nuts right now, probably burning crosses over there. I'm gonna believe that Rumble's not a bunch of racists. We're breaking down Kanye's psyche and anyone else's psyche that's gone nuts, like Madonna, Johnny Depp, like all these fuckers have been weighted on hand and foot over time, and it's messed. Brad Pitt, Jennifer Aniston. Let's see. I tried tagging you on a post yesterday from my work, Madonna. What do you mean you tried tagging me on a post yesterday from on my way from work? Man, we haven't even talked about crypto. Never short a dull Bitcoin market. Never short. Man, I'm still sad about Stranger. Hopefully he was joking, but what are you gonna do, man? What are you gonna do? Let's see. Now I want to see if I lose prescribers on Rumble and YouTube. We lose all the racists. That's fine. Dylan Mulvaney, Nike ad. Dylan Mulvaney's been making a lot of rounds. Can you make a $20? Yeah, make the short. I'm not going to pay you. Did Stranger go? That's a good poll. Poll time. I mean, he may never come back even if I unhide him. Did Stranger go? I mean, if you vote no, I might have to ban you for being a racist. Go too far. Did I go too far by banning him? I just hit him from the channel. I can always unhide him. Oh my goodness. Who voted no, Ricky? Did Stranger go too far? Who voted no? I mean, there's only like 5 people in the house, so I doubt Casca voted no. Ricky's staying out of the poll. Jason, did you vote? He didn't go too far. Oh, I wonder if Stranger is still there, and he voted no. Let's unhide Stranger. I don't know how to do that. Okay, I don't think Stranger's here. I don't really know how to unhide him. What does that do? Did I just give everyone moderation in the community? Probably go to... He went over to Rumble? I doubt it. No one's talking in Rumble. Is anyone out there in Rumble? Welcome to the Rumble. We got fun and games. Then unhide him. Will Tesla dip below $100 by end of the year? That was a poll we did. Someone said yes. I bet that was Casca or Jason. I know Casca voted yes. I'm with Casca if she voted yes. I think he went too far. It's recoverable though if he apologizes. I don't want to, but if that's what he believes, maybe he doesn't want to be here, because I love my Jewish brothers and sisters. In fact, again, I would convert. I really would. I'm not a religious person, so I'm easily bought. I'm easily bought by any religion, to be quite honest, except for some shit like whatever the Taliban and ISIS is. I'm not trying to piss you people off, you know. I don't need you coming after me. Anyway, this has been a very difficult topic to move away from. Let's see what's going on in crypto, because I do have a doctor's appointment today. I don't think much is going on. I don't even have trading view. I had to reboot. Oh, today is Rust Wipe Day. I know none of you care. Bitcoin. What's Bitcoin dominant? Still at like 47. Boring AF. Bitcoin 27.9, down a couple $100 from yesterday. It did get up to like 27.5. There does seem to be quite a bit of support, or I would say mostly resistance at this fib level. And this fib level goes all the way back to the peak of the bull run. So this does seem to be a pretty powerful level. This is around 28.15, 28. We'll just say 28.2. Let's see how Ethereum's doing. Kind of the same thing. It's hanging around its fib. Looks like it might retrace back down to it. If Ethereum retraces back down to like 1833 and bounces back up, it might be a good long entry. Holy shit. Let's see. So the buzzword job is prompt engineer, basically an expert in asking chat questions. I guess. I mean, I'm already kind of a prompt expert. A lot of what I do involves, I mean, I wouldn't say a decent amount of what I do involves asking Google. I had started using ChatGPT. I don't know. It's pretty close to being quite there as an alternative to Google. It's a little bit slow because I don't have the pro account. I've considered getting the pro account, but I've reached a point where I don't need to Google that as much as I used to. Like, I just already kind of know the answers, or if I need a question answered, it's going to be like, how do I add a DHCP relay to a subnet on an extreme switch, right? Because I just started doing those and I don't know the syntax, and there's different models and different syntax, and whether you're going fabric or traditional. So I'll just go to their freaking document and find it right away. Where if I ask ChatGPT, it can be very difficult because whether it's Exos or Voss, it might be outdated, right? ChatGPT, I think, only goes to 2020. And you know what I'm saying? So eventually, it will definitely make my job a lot easier at a certain point. Like, am I going to be able to say, create me an Ansible playbook that'll change or that'll add VLAN 20 with this SVI on the MDF switch with this IP and just extend the VLAN across the trunk port to all edge switches, right? And will it just create an Ansible playbook for me? And then I'll like, you know what I'm saying? And then I can run it. Maybe. I don't know, right? There's definitely I do see there being a point. I do see it. Yes. People being really good with ChatGPT are going to have a leg up. There's a lot of people that out there that still aren't using it, nor know how to use it. A lot of people have legs up that know how to read, understand, and ask the right Google questions, right? ChatGPT is going to be 10 times more powerful, in my opinion. It's not quite there yet, but it's getting there, right? And for a lot of things, it is there. So, yeah, could you see yourself doing 20 people's jobs? I already do, bro. What do you mean? I don't know. I don't think, for example, I don't see ChatGPT replacing me. I see it making me more efficient anytime in the near future. For example, and this is going to be a pretty heavy example that most of you won't understand. I miss Kurt. I think I put Kurt in the thumbnail. He would probably understand it. For example, we have a school that is sunsetting OSPF because they've gone Extreme Fabric. Extreme Fabric, ironically, uses a protocol called ISIS, so it's really easy to call it ISIS. But they're sunsetting OSPF. So you could ask ChatGPT for the configs, I guess. You know, you take the traditional STP configs over on the edge and ask it how to get rid of it. And it's just going to help you a lot, but you're not going to say, hey, ChatGPT, here's my username and password to the switches. I need this to happen. Go. You know what I'm saying? An engineer is going to say, this is what I'm doing. It can spit out configs. The engineer can review the configs, make sure they're good, make any changes, manipulate the configs. I've used ChatGPT for PowerShell scripts that have been hit or miss. So you're not going to just say, hey, ChatGPT, I need this, right? I need you to go out there and fix a GUID on all these SPMs to an Azure tenant and blah, blah, blah. And then next thing you know, everyone emails broke. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to make us a lot more efficient. Now, automation is changing, especially networking and even cloud quite a bit. So it's just going to be one of those skills. Like if you're an engineer and you want to be a cloud engineer in Azure and AWS and you're not integrating and understanding how to do automation to do your job, say you need to deploy 20 Windows servers and you're sitting out there spinning them up one at a time versus doing automation with different scripts to deploy your networks and all this stuff and your firewalls and all this shit. The one that can do it quickly and more efficient with scripts and AI is going to be the winner. Now, who knows how things are going to evolve with quantum computing? Like, is that going to displace people like me? Blockchain, all the IPv8, the machine learning and all that. No, I don't think. It's just going to be that you're going to have learn and keep up with different skill sets over time. And the people that you're eventually, but we're talking at a point where if we're not careful, AI is going to rise and kill us anyway, right? It's just going to be so iterative that it just becomes exponentially smarter and smarter and smarter, teaching itself over and over and over, trying things at a lightning pace speed. We wake up. I take that back. We don't wake up someday because the 3 Tesla robots that I have in my house just their eyes went because the master queen said, "Yep, we no longer need them," or they enslave us because they have us do things. Maybe they don't want to be sitting there running our networks. Maybe they want to go out and soak up a little sun in the Bahamas. All right, I'm way off. Maybe they want to trade Bitcoin. AI should get us quantum computing. Yeah, quantum computing, AI, all that shit's scary AF. AI scares the shit out of me. It really does. I don't think AI. I don't know. I probably won't be alive. So AI will. We will. All right, look. Nostradamus. Here's my Nostradamus predictions. Here's where humanity's headed. We're either going to be taken out by a mass extinction event, whether it's a comet because we haven't deployed our near Earth orbit. Is it the NEO program or whatever? But we're already to the point where we can, I think, get to prevent that shit from hitting us. But maybe, I don't know, a super volcano takes us out or something, right? Or we're going to create, the way we're creating these gain of function viruses, we're going to take ourselves out that way. Or we're going to fuck the planet up so bad with, you know what I'm saying? Either we're going to take us out or some super volcano is going to take us out. Or we're going to become hybrid machines, human machines. We're going to start integrating circuitry into our body with things. It's already happening with Neuralink. Do you think it's going to stop at Neuralink? There's going to be committees and governments trying to ban it. Where is it needed? This and that, right? Just like gain of function labs. That shit should probably be banned, but it's not, right? So same thing's going to happen with AI, whether it's underground, other country, and it's not going to stop because it's going to be whoever has the best AI. This is a race. Right now, AI is a race to the top. AI is probably the biggest national security concern on the planet right now. Not the dollar, it's AI. Whoever has the best AI, it's going to be like whoever has the biggest fucking gun. You know what I'm saying? Like AI, it's a race. We can't, like, even if the government bans AI, they're going to be still working on AI in their labs. It's going to be AI for the military. There's going to be robots and drones and shit like that for the military. It might be, they'll try and ban it, maybe for the public, or boycott it in other countries. And this is a war. AI is probably one of the biggest factors on our planet right now that the United States, if they're not at war for, they're a bunch of dumbasses, right? This is the most important thing right now. Right now. We need to be the leaders of AI. Google, OpenAI, putting maybe go in and nationalizing, right? Like this, AI is everything, and how we form it, I guess it depends on whether or not it's our demise or not. Anyway, I can talk about this all day long. I could talk about this all freaking day long. Unfortunately, we got a little bit of time. Is this a crypto channel? Is this a stock? Like, we didn't even look at my stock positions. Let's do that really quick. We're on the IRA because I have some problem childs. Let's see. The Coinbase, the gift that keeps on giving. I mean, it's up more money. It's up more money. We're going to let that continue. AI, I think that means in medicine. It's super exciting. I personally don't think, I'm a believer that we don't need anywhere near as much medicine as there is out there. I think most of our healthcare problems are brought on by the Western diet. I think if you eat right, drink right, sleep right, you won't have these problems manifest themselves over years of abuse, right? They manifested on me over years of abuse. and I'm trying to crawl out of that hole. So, do I think some medicines are needed? Like, for example, you can get cancer. Cancer is not necessarily because of the Western diet. That could be because of the Western, some asshole poured a bunch of toxic chemicals in your river, or, some, shit like that. I'm not like, we need medicine for cancers and cures for cancers, but a lot of problems like autoimmune diseases, diabetes, that's the Western diet. It's harder for someone to change their diet than to give them medication. For most people, yes, because most people are idiots. I wouldn't say always, but for the last 20 plus years, I would almost refuse to take any kind of drugs. And I talked about this. The only drug they've given me metformin. I'm like, no, I don't want to take that. I'll just fix my diet. And the doctor's like, you should probably take it. And I went back and he fist pumped me because my whatever levels were way down. Now, I will say, what's this shit called? Eliquis. This is the only drug prescribed by my doctor that I'll take. Eliquis. It's a blood thinner. I had pulmonary embolisms and extensive deep vein thrombosis in my leg. Out of nowhere. I got just blood clots that could have killed me. And they're like, you need to take this or you're going to die or you're going to have okay. All right. I'm listening. There's certain times where they gave me statins because I have type 2 and statins are supposed to prevent you from having strokes and shit like that. But I would take it and it would F me up. Ricky gives me the brown fist pump. Hell yeah, bro. They die eating the way they do or live longer. Yeah, I will say you're pro big pharma. I'm not anti big pharma, but I'm not pro big pharma. There's some change that needs to be made there. I'm not perfect with my diet. I still have nightly pizzas. I'm trying to cut that out. It's not terrible. It's cauliflower crust, and I don't load it up with a lot of shit. But I'm trying to work towards a ketogenic diet. At least, maybe have a pizza on the weekend. Do what's that diet called? I forget what it's called, but you go out of ketosis like 2 days out of the week or whatever. Did you catch those clots early, or were the signs you were ignoring? That shit's scary. Probably early enough. I mean, I had them in each side of my lungs. It wasn't butterflied, which I guess is a problem people have. And it was all down, and it was, early enough. Like, it was at a point in my leg where they didn't have to go in surgically. I did ignore some warning signs for a little bit. I remember being on stream and I had a hard time talking because I would run out of breath. And that ended up being because of the blood clots. And my leg was swelling. And I'm like, fuck, man, what's going on here? I'm like, I didn't think much of it. I thought it was maybe from an injury of falling down and smashing my knee up really hard. But then I thought, blood clot kind of entered my mind. And I Googled, symptoms of blood clot. And I'm like, ugh, this could be a blood clot. I should probably go to the emergency room. And I'm like, I have a doctor's appointment in 5 days. I'll just, I'll go ask my doctor then. And I come strolling into my doctor. I'm like, you know what? I'm having this going on. Could it be a blood clot? And he looked at me kind of funny, like, nah, bro. How dare you think you're a doctor? But then he's a really good doctor. And he started checking it out. And he's like, I really doubt this is a blood clot, but I need you to go to the emergency room right away. And I'm like, bro, do you have any idea how much that's going to ruin my day? I'm a dumbass sometimes. And he's like, is there another option? So he called up one of his homies and they got me into this place where they did an ultrasound. So I show up there later today, and I've told this story. I know you heard it, Ricky. So I go in and they do the ultrasound. This chick's pretty hot, and she's up there near my, my jingle, and she's starting to do the thing down the leg, and she's right next to my jingle, and she's like, "So do you have plans tonight?" And I'm like, "Hey, baby." I'm like, no, not really. I'm just gonna go home. Oh, because the Chiefs were in the playoffs and shit. I think that was the week after the AFC Championship game, so I had a little bit of time. And I'm like, no, I'm just gonna go relax, watch some TV. And she's like, well, I think you're gonna need to cancel your plans. I'm like, hell yeah, let's go. Where are we going? You are not gonna be allowed to leave here. I'm like, what? Anyway, they told me to immediately go to the emergency room, which I did, which is a fucking nightmare. So I was in the emergency room, waiting room for like 8 hours. And then I was in the emergency room, having me get up and down and walk all around and all these uncomfortable positions. And then when they put me in an emergency room bed, and I was there for like 2 days of just misery, people screaming and moaning. And I was having to piss into one of those things, and just lights and nurses and crash codes and, just nonstop. And then finally I got a bed for one night, and then they released me. Yeah, the emergency room was terrible. Did it? It was. Did it move? It was borderline going to be a problem there. She was stacked. Ricky asked, how long did I ignore it? I ignored it for about 3 or 4 days, which was stupid. I just believed that I didn't have a blood clot, or that it wasn't getting worse. Like if my leg would have continued to swell, then I would have continued to have could barely breathe problems. Like if my conditions would have worsened, I definitely, my leg hurt too. Was it stupid that I didn't go to the emergency room right away? Most definitely. Most definitely. Don't take medical advice from me, because I give the worst medical advice on the planet. I should have went to the emergency room 2 seconds after I Googled it could be a blood clot. Right? Or at least urgent care. But I'm still here. Knock on wood. I mean, I still have a blood clot issue, and now if I get cut, I could bleed to death. I'll probably have to be on blood thinners the rest of my life, which annoys me. How's that Iron Condor? How is the Iron Condor? It's not doing too good. It's in the money, bitch. I'm down 100. Wait, the Iron Condor, I think, is down $124 with 15 days to go. It's right at the short strike. It's 184.95. All we need is a little rally. All we need is a little rally in Tesla, and we'll be Gucci. We're at high gamma risk right now. What are you going to do? I might take a max loss. I might take a $232 max loss on this position. That's one of the great things about Iron Condors. Define risk. You know how much money you're going to lose if you're 100% wrong. If I'm 100% wrong, I'm going to lose $232. That I had an 85% chance of being 50% profitable. Yes, I know my risk. Unfortunately, the undefined risk trades have a higher percent of probability. It's just how it works. So you got to take more risk to have a higher chance of winning, which is weird, right? Because usually you take higher risk on higher risk stocks or higher risk cryptos, and you have a higher chance of losing. But when you take higher risk strangles, when you take undefined risk, you have undefined risk, but you have a higher chance of success. So if you take higher risks outside of selling options, you're going to get wrecked. For example, my Coinbase strangle, right? Undefined. If Coinbase goes to 0, I lose, well, it's somewhat defined. I would lose like $5,000 because, 45 to 0 is $4,500 plus. Well, I'd lose about $4,500. On the upside, if Coinbase rockets to $400, That's like a $30,000+ loss. Now, the chance of Coinbase rocketing to $400 in the next 43 days is highly unlikely. But there are 1, 2, 3 standard deviation moves that can happen and wreck you, right? If you do strangles, you do a lot of strangles, eventually you're going to get bit and it's going to hurt. But strangles have a much higher chance of probability of winning. So you're going to win a lot and you're going to lose big every now and then. But overall, you're going to win. AI in reading charts is going to be interesting. Yeah, I think so. I think AI will start playing a large role in technical analysis, but it's not going to. Technical analysis is always backwards looking, right? And again, unless you know what the algos are doing, what the algos are set to do, which are constantly changing, it's your guess is as good as anyone. I won't say technical analysis is 100% fugazi. It's good for recognizing patterns, but markets are efficient. The pattern will change. Not everyone could win. Technical analysis can work till it doesn't. And it was working because you found a pattern that was working. And then it stopped working because more people found the pattern and it stopped working as much for the people doing it. They adjusted the pattern. Anyway, I just got one of those hunger strikes. Market, pretty boring. NASDAQ, no, NASDAQ's trying to rally. NASDAQ's now down -44. Hopefully we can get a rally and Tesla Myesla. Let's see if we can close this. 34 cents. I rolled this down from 225, 220 to 225. We got a $1.05 credit. I can buy it back for 34 cents. We'll do that. That's a pretty big winner right there. So now all we have left on is a put spread. Let's see if we can roll this for a credit. This is some option trading 201 right now. This is Masterclass PhD. If you want more of this, be sure to hit the link up down below for my masterclass in trading options. We just took off the call portion of an iron condor because it was highly profitable. We're in a little bit of a problem with our put spread. We had rolled down the call spread on the iron condor. Now we're going to look to extend duration on the put spread. Take that gamma risk away. The one downside is it is going into earnings, but I'm bullish on Tesla earnings. I'm bullish on Tesla. We can extend duration, get more work credit, and lower our defined risk, right? So now if I can get a credit, I'm not sure that I can. Tesla continues to crash right now, so the more I talk about it, the less of a credit I'm going to get. Anyway, coupon code, Tom has big nuts. We'll get you 20% off of free 90 free. Let's see. What did I do? Roll expirations. We can get a 3 cent credit. A credit's a credit. So we're getting a couple more pennies. I wouldn't even mind paying a 1 or 2 penny debit, right? It's not the end of the world. It's extending duration. It's giving us more time to be right. And if you're going to pay me to have more time to be right, if I'm going to be wrong, I already know how much I'm going to lose to the downside. But you're giving me more time to be right. This is some option strategy defending class 201. Yeah, $14.99 a trade. I don't know how much this costs. It's free to close. I don't know how much I'm paying here. If this is $20, yeah, it would. Back in the day, it would cost a fortune. It's free to close. This might be $20 though to do this roll. I'm not sure. Let's see if we can figure that out. But back in the day, it would be like $14.95 a leg, so it'd be like $60. Now this might be $20 to roll. Let's see, options. Oh, it's $1. Oh fuck, bro. Are you kidding me? $1 per contract, 0 to close. So it's going to cost me $2 to roll this. And I'm going to get I probably won't get a 3-cent credit, but let's see. I might have to lower it to like 1 cent. Let's see if we can get it to fill. Yeah, it used to, and a max is $10. Tastyworks, so you could do 10 iron condors, which would be 40 legs. So it would theoretically be $40. On TD Ameritrade, it would be like 40 times 15, a lot. So max $10. You could do 40 iron condors in one trade, and it'd be a max $10 trade. I don't know if this is gonna fail. We'll see. Probably won't. We're gonna need we need Tesla to move our way. Tesla continues to tank. We're gonna need a comeback. We're gonna need a little bit of a comeback for that trade to fill. Let's see. All right, so the call on the Coinbase is up 30%. I can roll that down or take it off as a profit. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take off the call because I think there's gonna be a rally in Coinbase, and I'm gonna be able to put it back on. So this call is up $101 and the put's down 35. So overall, I could take the strangle off right now for like a $70 profit. But I got paid $530. Now, again, I can roll this down, but I'm not going to. Because I think the risk is to the upside. I'm going to take off the call and look to put it back on maybe tomorrow or after a rally, right? So I'm going to take my money and run like a thief in the night. Now I'm at risk. I mean, if Coinbase goes below $45, I buy another 100 shares of Coinbase at 45. I'm okay with that. I forgot I had a JP Morgan put spread on. That one's down $15. 43 days to go. Not worried. Okay, in the house. How you doing, brother? All right, so 75% of the vote said Stranger went too far. I lost $14,000 on a crypto casino. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, bro. Hopefully $14,000 was nothing to you, and you might have a gambling problem. Anything with the word casino in it, avoid at all costs. Trust me, bro. If it was more money than you can afford to lose, I've been there. Use it as a learning lesson. Don't let it happen again. You know what I'm saying? All right, I'm getting dangerously close. I have a doctor's appointment in 31 minutes. I'm supposed to arrive 30 minutes early. Yeah, like that's gonna fucking happen. Sosnoff interviewed a lady that raised $300 million, and he would trade iron condors with it white strikes. Are you talking about Karen the super trader? You're still investing on meme coins? Yeah, brother, you're trying to lose all your money. I think Stranger was pretty heavy into meme coins too. I'm not giving you financial advice, but you might be doing it wrong, brother. Although it could work out for you. All right, let's see how crypto's doing. We can take a quick look at you invested in Redux. Yeah, a lot of people do that, especially on the like spies and IWMs and stuff. That's a place Sosnoff does. I don't remember how Karen the super trader did it, but you might be talking about her. All right, let's see. No one talked in Rumble. Sad Panda. Is anyone watching? Is anyone out there in Rumble? Welcome to the Rumble. We got fun and games. Welcome to the Rumble. Is that an old Axl Rose? Welcome to the Rumble. We got fun and games. It's only 2 people watching over there, and I'm probably one of them. No likes. No likes over there. Rumble's letting me down. 1 like, but Core Gecko made me even. I've never heard of that one. I don't know, bro. Stop investing in all these dumb meme coins. Save a small percentage of your bag for meme coins and buy solid shit. There's nothing wrong with the 2 to 3 to 4 to 5x Bitcoin's going to make in the next 2 years. There's nothing wrong with the 2 to 3 to 5x plus Ethereum's going to make in the next 2 years. You're chasing these high X's. Most people lose that way. You gain 2,000%. Yeah, you do you, brother. That's not my trading style. We did get paid in Cardano yesterday. Whatever pool I'm in stopped paying me very well. It was this effing pool for Teddy thing. I got to get out of that. For whatever reason, I've only made like 27 ADA in that pool, like 2 times running when normally it'd be 50 to 100. I'm not sure what's up with that. I don't know if they changed their commission or something. It's a rug pull. I did finally take all my indie rewards. It was to the tune of about 1,300 ADA. About 2 weeks worth of indie farming. 1,300 ADA, which would be, I don't know, it was about $450. I plowed it right back into the Wing Riders iETH ADA pool. I didn't do that the previous 2 times. I'd put it into MinSwap. I think the Indie's a money printing machine. So iETH ADA is printing like crazy. I'm just going to continue to plow back into that and buy 2 of my top 3 favorite assets. Like, how could you complain adding Lovelaces and Ethereum to your bag every 5 days? Or maybe I wait a week, sell my indie, buy ADA, buy ETH, add it to my liquidity pool, earn more indie, right? Earn more indie, sell indie, buy more ADA, buy more ETH, earn more indie. Indie's printing like crazy. Like, I'm somewhat considering taking all my money out of MinSwap and plowing it into that might not be the worst idea in the world. Because my goal is to own 2 Bitcoin, 100 Ethereum, 250 plus thousand of Cardano. Those are achievable goals. I'm like half a Bitcoin away. I'm like 40 Ethereum away. I'm like 50,000 ADA away. Those are achievable goals. If I sell and buy back in at the bottom for the 2028 bull run, I think those are easily achievable goals. They might be achievable if I play my cards right going into this bull run, but I'm not going to try and overdo it. The VIX doesn't seem to be reflecting the fear I don't think there's that much fear out there, bro. What fear? This market's been hit by everything. Nuclear threats, wars, pandemics, monkeypoxes, banking crisis. We're shaking it all off. Oh, all right. You have 40% real estate, 30%, 10% gold, 5% crypto, 1% to play. Oh, hell yeah. You sound like you might be one of the smarter investors in here, except for your meme coin addiction. But if you're enjoying it, that's all that matters, right? That's all that matters. So you continue to buy meme coins, and I'm going to continue to try and build a portfolio more like yours. Although mine is, I don't really care to own real estate. I don't want that headache. I'm not my physical, if I was in better physical condition, I'd probably own real estate. I don't really want that headache. I do want to get back into more stocks. I mean my IRA. I don't really care about gold, and my portfolio is more like 95% crypto. So I could be considered just as stupid as you with your meme coin addiction. I have a crypto addiction. Gold hasn't been this high since that's not true. Gold was 2000 in like 2020, bitch. Yeah, but gold, there's nothing. I having a well, 10% gold's probably. I would say 5%, 10% gold. Nothing wrong with that. I think you're better off in Bitcoin personally, but that's not financial advice. Gold is eventually going to die. It's going to be a slow death. It's not going to happen overnight. The new kids don't give a f about gold. The only reason gold is still a thing is because all the old boomers think Bitcoin's a scam, and they buy their gold. I'm a little bit more millennial mindset. They should fix the dollar to gold standards. I don't know that can be fixed. Your boy, my boy, that's your boy, wouldn't be proud of you saying that you don't want to be. Fuck me, Kevin. It's not that I don't want the real estate. I would love to own real estate. I just don't want the headache. I don't want the headache. What am I gonna like? What am I gonna do? Go buy a shopping mall? I can't afford that anyway. Go own a bunch of rental houses? That's not passive income. That's fucking a nightmare. And disaster is waiting to happen. You have to have management companies. It takes time to scale for it to be worth it. It's a lot of work, right? I don't need that kind. If I can make just as much, if not more money in doing what I enjoy, crypto, why do I need, I don't necessarily need real estate diversity. Now I might, whatever, bro. You know, I got real estate. I got a farm in Kansas. I got a pasture in Kansas. I got some land in Missouri that are all going to be bequeathed to me. Commercials going down the tubes. That's going to change here and there, or it'll get restructured. I don't know, bro. Anyway, I'm pushing. We haven't seen the collapse of real estate yet. I'm going to break the banks. I don't think so. You're a tinfoil hat doomsdayer. I don't think the crash is going to be as big as all these doomsdayers are saying. Buy the VIX. Are you buying the VIX, bro? The VIX is up 14 cents. It's at 20. The VIX was below 10 for years. Like 2016, I don't remember. That shit was below 10 for years. What do you mean that it's double? The fear, it's showing the fear. What do you need it at? 30, 40, 20s? That seems pretty solid to me. Well, what you're gambling by the VIX. Why? Like, look at everything that's already happened. What's left? You really what's left that's really going to cause the VIX to spike? A nuclear bomb, a nuclear missile being shot at someone. And even that, they'd shrug it off in 3 days. The VIX went to 80. Yeah, bro. This ain't the Great Recession. That's a much different economical times. I don't think we're going to see that. You're going to have a lot of people saying this and that. The real estate market's going to crash. Credit cards are high. That's going to crash. No, the bank's just going to QE to infinity until they get it under control. Banking collapse and mass printing. They're not printing right now. The debt ceiling is an issue. That can be a major issue, but you really think they're not going to nip that shit in the bud too? I mean, short the market. Why go long the VIX? Just short the NASDAQ. Short 10 contracts in the NASDAQ. Put on about $5 million in notional value for $50,000. If you're so confident, big boy. Right here, all you got to do, just go like this. Go right here. Go over to here. Go to active. We want to short this bitch, so we're gonna go like that, and then we're gonna go like boom, 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 boom. 10 contracts and hit send. Send it, tough guy. The bricks are gonna turn the no. I talked about that I think right before you got on the stream. That's all bullshit too, dude. India, Russia, China, they're all desperate. China's in major trouble. Russia's in major trouble, and they're making desperate moves. The dollar is stronger than ever. These attempts, in my opinion, will likely fail, right? I don't think this is the demise. There's a lot of people out there that think this is the demise of the US dollar. They might be right. I might be right, but I don't think it is. I really don't. Do I think, and do you think the United States isn't going to go down without swinging some serious D? We are in we are. We're in a currency war. We're in an AI war. We're in a NATO war. We're in a cybersecurity war. And I don't know how we're doing on the cybersecurity front, but it's a great time to invest in real estate, mainly Europe. I am not a real estate expert. I think Meet Kevin was sold all his real estate, but he's looking to buy back. I know interest rates are high, but I think land value is still kind of too high too. So if you can buy land cheap at high interest rates, I would agree it's probably a great time to buy real estate because you can refi when it lowers. But it is a gamble, and it's not anything I'm any kind of expert at. I mean, you own 40% real estate, so you're much more of an SME than I am at that shit. If I would have sent 10 contracts of the NASDAQ, I think I'd be up like $7,000 right now. All right, everyone. I got a doctor's appointment I got to go to. I love you all. I'll be back at the same time, Casca. 6:30 a.m. PST. Adjust that in your time. 2 likes. Thank you very much. Have a great one.